And we are live with episode 24 of The Legend of Heroes Trails from Zero. Yeah, I remember to do the intro this time. Anyway, today we're heading for the Moon Temple. Possibly more than that. I have my phone in case work pops up on a stand. Of course I do. Anyway, this our car? Yeah. Apparently, Ippika 3 is in this place. Well, that was much quicker than I thought it'd be. If I remember right, this is the path that leads down to the ruins. That's right. We'll have to continue on foot from here. Well, if we're ready to head over, we'd better get a move on. Indeed. Do we really have to explore ghost-infested ruins? Calm down, Ellie. Ghosts aren't real. Ghosts aren't real. Well, about that, Ellie. Yeah. And again, no map. Oh, they ran away because of intimidation. That's funny. Moon Temple. We finally made it. Huh, is it just me, or does it seem way more gloomy than it was last time we were here? It's not just you, it didn't feel anywhere near this ominous before. Guess we got our ghost pals to thank for that. I'm not entirely convinced they're ghosts. It's more likely they're just some type of unknown monster. Do you sense something, Tio? I detect a strange fluctuation in the atmosphere. Oscillations in the air, perhaps, an incorporeal presence. Oscillations, incorporeal. I didn't sense anything like this when we were here before. I believe it is coming from the roof where the bell is. So... that reminds me. Stargazer's tower also had a bell on its roof, much like these ruins. Yeah, come to think of it, you're right. They almost remind me of the bell in Crossbell Central Square, actually. Think there's some kind of connection between all these bells? Possibly. Well, our objective is to conduct a search of the ruins interior. Shall we set that bell as our target destination? I'd like to investigate the fluctuations you detected there. Yeah, sounds good to me. Now that we've got a plan, let's head inside. If we have to. Commence mission. Alrighty then! Let's go bag us some ghosts. Hey, they're unknown monsters, not ghosts. Isn't that right, Sergeant Major? Yeah, sure. Poor Ellie. I hope she doesn't get too freaked out in there. Yeah. So the two chests I see up here, they're... Well, that's an interesting door that is closed. Oh, they're down below. That's actually kind of gross. Anyway. Oh, battery's dying. I was like, what? See, no map. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're just gonna head on through. I wasn't expecting this. It seems to be a chapel of some kind. According to records, this place was pretty important way back in the Middle Ages. They called it the Moon Temple. Apparently, it was built around the same period as Sargeras Tower and that old fortress on the battlefield, on the ancient battlefield. So that must mean this ruin is roughly 500 years old. Constructed during a time of chaos and war. Did you hear that? A bell. Look out. Bruh. What are those? Ghosts? I knew these things would show up. Yeah, check it out now, Ellie. Here they come. That's why Ellie's not in our party. Well, they're approaching. No, avoiding it now. I will forever hate the monsters that explode like that. Fire and time and space. Phew, the academy never trained me for ghost extermination. Ellie, are you okay? Yes, I think so. Just what were those things? Definitely look like ghosts to me, that's for sure. Covered in an eerie light, vanished into thin air, typical ghost stuff. The three elements are exerting a powerful force in this area. Hey! For whatever reason, this place is also brimming with spiritual energy. Spiritual energy. Now that you mention it, we all heard the temple bell ring just now, right? Is it possible that it was rung by the Noelle, please stop. It was probably just the way it. Yes, that must have been it. Still stuck in the denial stage, Ellie? Yes! I understand how you feel, Ellie, I do. But considering how that last fight went, I say we continue our investigation. Sergeant Major, are you ready to go? Yes, of course. I guess I have no choice. At least our attacks are effective against them. Man, didn't think I'd end up touring some haunted mansion when I woke up this morning. Yeah. Anyway. 1 moment. Blah, blah, blah. Funny. Okay. Northeast. Nope, can't be interacted. Northeast or I'm guessing southeast. everyone's got anti-death blow, right? Because higher elements means death blow is possible. What was the one that gave death blow a chance just for your attacks that I used with Joshua? Wow. We're seriously just gonna go and reference last chapter just like that? Wow, that sucks. Oh god, they're all like really close to each other. Oh yeah, we actually are getting all three of them in one shot. Let's go. Bam. Okay, Vanish is annoying, but like not world ending. It's Death Blow that's my EP over. I'm summoning Zite. Heck it. Ooh. Oh, he only gets the one attack? I didn't know that. It's funny because I've summoned Zite before. Okay, so fire bad. like fire bad. I did not know Innocence Arc did that. That's interesting. Yes. Oh, there's a fork. Celestial Bomb is the north, so let's go grab that. Free item is free item. We need a map! Ugh, I hate games so bad. So that's confusing. So I'm gonna see what the hell's on the other side of the board. Apparently no fork. No, not a fork! Interesting. Okay, that's the end of one. Okay. Okay. I don't know. Wait! No, that's so bad! That's so bad! I am a horrible person. Yeah, if they get intimidated, I can just whack them from behind. And... I really do wish I remembered the Sepith I had on Joshua, where it's just like. That's it? That's all that did? Wow, monster's so boring, I fell asleep. I probably shouldn't be fighting all every monster I see that I can ambush. Plus, I need 7. Like, this is so bad. I need 7. Did it just use the Artem? It's trying to... Okay, go to the fork, blah, blah, blah. Ignore the path going east. Okay. I could have just dodged it. I need Sepeth. For one, I need to get, I need to get Seal, like, more or less maxed out. So she can use, the Flood. Alright, this is a monster chest. This has black suit. I'm not gonna get it. I don't care for it. Okay, there's a chest here, apparently, that has, one of the chests here... I got ambushed, okay. Okay, there's a door in the northeast corner. We want AP cut 3 because I need AP cut 3 for a million people. This actually isn't gonna take all that long. That's nice. What? Bro, why are you messaging me while I'm streaming? So... Okay. Something about AMD ray tracing. Personally, I don't care for ray tracing. EP got 3! Bad news, pal. You're looking at the baddest Jaeger in all of Chester. No. Let's see. EP cut 3 is a 2 slot, so I can't give it to her, but I can give her EP cut 2. Still too much! Ah! Anyway, what does Justice Flood want? 811. Okay. Wait, I completely. No, Justice Flood just wants 12. Okay. So 12 is 5, 3, 5. That's. I could try and force the Tio to also hold on to the time one, because I know I'm not gonna be able to get all of the thing, and I have Galleon for it anyway. Is it Dark Matter? Area L. Yep. 6 and this one. So we need time. And 6. Well, that's 6. 7. Never mind. I apparently can, in fact, have them all. Assuming that's the Shadow Blade is the biggie boy for time. Galleon Tower, yes. Dark Matter, yes. Yeah. What the fuck was I worried about? Dark Matter is Area L. Shadow Blade is Area L. And Galleon Tower, Area L. There's... Oh, Avalon Gate. If I want to go to Avalon Gate for all, but... I would need 6 more, Yeah, that's... No. This gives us everything. We just need Tio to be upgraded all across for 2. I'd give her Epica 3 as well. It needs 10, which I don't have with Epica. Anyway, it's fine. Okay, we're good. I now need to go either get the last chest, which I'm already here for, so I might as well, or go to the door. Anyway, Yeah. Okay. So everyone's finished. We just need Tio to get I need EV3 for Tio. I will need EP3 and EP cut 3 for Teo. Because 200 is insanity. But, you know, it's fine. I still don't get what. And we've created a door. Okay, before we go into the boss battle, I'm gonna be right back. All right. It's time for the big boy boss. I just wish there was a way to Never mind. Cutscene. I actually am gonna make like what is this? Whatever is it? I don't like the look of it one bit. Whatever it is. What is it? Why the hell is there? So that was a direct translation. Why the hell is there a place like this behind the chapel? Not normal, that's for sure. These roots seem way too twisted to have belonged to the Septian Church. Curious about that pattern on the floor there. It resembles an eye, doesn't it? What's wrong, Tio? Did you notice something? Odds are this place served as some sort of ritual chamber. A horrid place used to offer life sacrifices. Sacrifices? Yes, I imagine those dark red stains on the floor are from the victim's spilled blood. Of course, I do not know for sure without a proper composition test. I kinda wishing I hadn't heard that. I still don't understand what all this is doing here in the first place, though. Again? What's going to show up this time? The boss. No way, is that thing a devil? Please be careful. I'm detecting massive amounts of spiritual energy from it. What the heck? We're supposed to be cops, not exorcists. Here it comes! I mean, Joshua the Stellar Bracers, not exorcists, and yet... Damn it! It survived. And it has recovered. But ha! Joke's on you. I also have recovered. Zero powder! Hey, nice! Ugh. We managed to take it down. What in Adio's name was that? It looked like a devil straight from the Church's testaments. Regardless of its origin, it was emitting a terrifying amount of spiritual energy. Ghosts, skeletons, evil creatures, and now we're fighting devils. This place is messed up, man. Get our current position. I'm pretty sure the bell's right above us. Let's go check it out, everyone. Let's not. That's fucking terrifying. Moon Temple roof. The sound. It's almost like the bell is resonating with something. Could it be? Perhaps this bell truly is the cause of all the strange things happening here. The bell? What do you mean by that? Of course, I do not know the specifics, but I feel as if this bell is essentially the nucleus of the otherworldly aura covering this entire temple. In other words, if we can put an end to the resonance, maybe, just maybe, everything will go back to normal. What do you think, Sergeant Major? Should we give it a shot? Yes, let's do it. Lloyd, Randy, could you give me a hand? We'll have to try to stop it together. No problem. Roger, welcome. Are they trying to brute force stop it? Ah. I mean, that's one way. The gloom lifted. Yep, we got clear skies now. The otherworldly aura over the temple seems to have dissipated, which may mean that things have changed inside as well, right? We should head back in and take a look. Roger. I don't want to go back in! Like, do I have to? Nope, the eye's still there. So is the blood. The ghosts are gone, but that's about it. Dude, the pews in the temple just they look comfy as fuck. Would you look at that? Wow, the sunlight's shining through. Seems like the monsters up and vanished too. Yeah, but we should check the lower floor just to be sure. I no longer detect the presence of the time, space, or mirage elements in the area. It appears as if the distorted space has returned to normal. That's good to hear, but still, how did all this happen in the first place? It definitely had something to do with that bell, but I don't really understand any more than that. Unfortunately, that is beyond my knowledge. However, I'd say there is a high likelihood that the bell is actually an artifact of some kind. An artifact? What's that? Artifacts are remnants of the ancient Sumerian civilization that existed 1200 years ago. They seem to hold powers beyond orbital technology and are under the strict control of the church. Yeah, your stories about the things popping up every now and then. Like some pompous rich fool will end up in hot water after the church confiscates a crazy powerful artifact he was hiding. Wow, this is news to me. First I've heard of it as well. It's not surprising, the average person won't encounter many artifacts in their daily life. They are unable to be analyzed with modern technology, and many are dangerous, so the church keeps a tight hold on them. Oh, I see. Either way, I think we've collected more than enough information about these ruins. Let's turn in a report and leave further investigations to the specialists. I'm with you. Yes, I think that's for the best. So time to call it a day? Yep, sounds good. Everyone, thank you so much for your help with this investigation. I think it's safe to call this mission accomplished. Maybe say that in crossbow? We made it. I don't know if you guys noticed, but it's actually pretty scary there. You don't say. Well, anyway, good job, everyone. I'm so curious about that bell, though. I wonder if it really is an artifact. Those monsters were the strangest ones I've ever seen, too. Stargazer's tower was mysterious, but this temple was really something else. Let's not forget that creepy ritual chamber behind the chapel. I wish I could. Honestly, I feel like this place is much too ominous to have ever been a church. What exactly happened here 500 years ago? Well, I say we leave that question to the specialists and get out of here. I knew this place was gonna be spooky, but I feel like I just did 10 back-to-back rounds on the horror coaster. I know what you mean. Anyway, should we head back to where we parked the car? Sounds good to me. Yes, please fast travel me. Oh, fuck. It took an hour. Avalon Gate requires like 6 more. Yeah, there's no way I was gonna get Avalon Gate. What was the Sabbath called? Avalon Gate. All 250. The thing is, I could do double Galleon Tower for 200. At half the step. I hate that. Like, actually, that reminds me. Water. Yeah, Genesis Flood is the only one. That's unfortunate. Whatever. Well then, what are your guys' plans now? I still have a bit of time before I need to be back. Would you like a ride anywhere? Let me think. We may as well take her up on the offer while we have the chance. Oh, sorry, give me a minute. Right as we're about to head out too. Ain't that just how it goes? Yeah. Hey, this is Lloyd Banning, Special Sports Section. Oh, hello Lloyd. May I ask where you guys are right now? Oh, we're in the tunnel on Maine's Mountain Path. Actually, we just finished investigating some ruins in the area with your sister. Ah yes, Noe was telling me about that earlier. I assume the investigation went well? Yeah, we're all done for now anyway. Did you need your sister? I could put her on the call if so. No, that's okay. If I had talked to her, I would have just called her Enigma, silly. Yeah? I'm actually calling because someone was asking for the SSS. Oh really? Who was it? A civilian? Not quite. It's the mayor of Mainz. It sounds like he needs a consultation with your team. Huh, that's surprising to hear. Did he give you any details? Apparently one of the locals from Mainz left to visit Crossbow City, but he hasn't returned for several days. At least that's what I gathered from everything the mayor told me. That definitely is concerning. Alright, we're already near Mainz, so we'll pay Mayor Bixson a visit. Fortunately for us, your sister can give us a ride there. Don't be afraid to work her to the bone. I'll go ahead and contact the mayor to let him know you're on the way. Was that Fran? Yeah, she called to tell us about a new request. So Mayor Bixson submitted a support request. Someone left Mainz to visit the city and has yet to return home. We're close by, so may as well head over and get the story straight from the mayor's mouth. Yeah, I was thinking the same. Alright, Sergeant Major, could you take us to Mainz? Leave it to me. Wow, what if I didn't want to go to Mainz? Like, legitimately. I don't know if I ever got a picture of this, but I have one now. I sound like an idiot sometimes, but it's fun. The worst version of Windows, Vista. And here we are. Welcome to Mainz, everyone. Man, it really is nice being able to drive. I wish we had a car. Well, now that we're here, let's hurry and ask the mayor for the details on this case. Right. If I remember correctly, we just have to go straight ahead to get to his place. Okay, but I need to use the restroom. So, we're gonna BRB. Ah. What was I? Oh yeah, Mayor Bixby. But first we need to go to the inn. I feel naked. I feel naked without my 100+ CP. It's weird how... Okay, no, well, that's because this is like a small area. I was about to be like, it's weird how that we only got like one orbital place in Crossbell. It's like, dude, it's only the one main area. Although I think Crossbell has like multiple later on. Excuse us, it's the special support section. Yes, I've been waiting for you all. Apologies for making you come all this way. Truth be told, I intended to go see you in the city, but please don't worry about that. We were in the area, so stopping by was no inconvenience at all. So, would you mind explaining the support request to us? Of course, please take a seat. I'll pour some tea, just 1 second. Anna! I have a friend named Anna. It's hard getting her to talk. I see. In summary, one of your miners, Gantz, traveled across the city almost 2 weeks ago and hasn't been back since. That's right. You see, he's a diehard gambler. To the point that he apparently goes to that casino in the city's entertainment district every weekend to flirt with Lady Luck. And the fact that he hasn't contacted anyone for 2 whole weeks has us worried. Everyone around town is wondering where he's gone or if something happened to him. Yeah, probably dead. That's definitely strange. There may be some specific reason he has not returned, such as being involved in an accident. At the very least, I hope he wasn't attacked by monsters while traveling outside of the city. What if the miner is just a damn good gambler? A guy could make a killing in the casino if he plays his card right. If I am and found myself flush with cash, I'd be chilling in Michelin with a drink in one hand and the other around a pretty lady's waist. Yeah, now that's the case. For starters, he isn't you. Randy makes a valid point about gambling, though. We cannot ignore the possibility. Well, unfortunately, I think we might have to rule that one out. Why is that? You said he loves to gamble. Are there any other relevant qualities about him we should know about? We should know him. Well, Gantz is the least serious person I've ever had the pleasure of knowing, but while I may love gambling to death, he's absolutely horrible at it. Hey! That's like me and, I'll get back to you guys on that. On top of that, he's got the look of a man who would keel over from a splinter. Every time he comes home, his wallet is as dry as a desert. I see. In that case, he might make some cash in the lottery, but without any real skill, I doubt he'd win much in a poker game. Perhaps he took out a sum of Mira and ran off before the loan sharks could catch him? Well, that's another possibility to consider. That was actually one of the scenarios we pondered over before you arrived. Were that the case, I have no idea how we'd find him. Alright, I think we have a grasp of the situation. Now, you can leave finding Gantz to us, Mayor Mixon. For now, we'll start with investigating the casino and other places he may have visited. Thank you, Lloyd. I'll leave this matter in your hands then. If you learn anything, could you contact my house by phone? Of course, sir. Let me write down your phone number while I'm here. It's already evening. I guess it's probably about time we head back to the city. Yes, there's still some more information I'd like to gather before the day's over too. Noel, could we bother you for another ride? Of course. Let's get back to the car and I'll have you home in no time. Half tempted to leave a car. I don't think it would let me though. Thanks again for your help today, everyone. I'll be sure to return the favor as soon as I can. Oh, there's no need. It was nothing really. He's right. In fact, I'd say a once-in-a-lifetime experience of today's little adventure is thanks enough. Speaking of that, I've been thinking of everything we saw at the temple. We should contact Coswell Cathedral and consult with them about what happened there. I agree. What happened today was, in fact, related to an artifact. They would be best suited to dealing with it. See what you mean? Okay, I'll discuss things with the deputy commander and we'll figure out what to do. Anyway, I'm guessing you guys want to get started on your missing miner investigation, right? That's right. We'll at least try to visit the casino before the day's over. If you happen to hear anything about the case through the CGF, could you let us know? Of course, if anything comes up about a gets from my remains, I'll send it your way. I'll let you guys get back to your work now. Good luck. Right back at you, Noel. Okay. Assuming it doesn't force us to move about, it doesn't forcibly lead us to a thing, I'm gonna go and upgrade Tio's thing. Well then, there's no time to waste. Is everyone ready to head to the casino? Let's go. There's still a lot we don't know about Gans. Well, what are we waiting for? To the entertainment district. Okay. We'll do that tomorrow then. This is the time of day when business casino really starts to pick up. Well, that time to do as they do in the entertainment district and hit the plots. Maybe we'll learn a thing about our missing miner while we're at it. Randy, no. If we're going undercover, that'd be one thing, but there's absolutely no reason for us to start gambling. Agreed, let's stick with questioning employees and customers. Perhaps that will lead to some clue about Gant's whereabouts. Yeah, but the field goes. Silence, Randy! You know about Gantz? We should probably talk to the owner about him. He's usually up for chat over the bar. Good evening, everyone. I assume you're here to join Randy for some fun. No, not today. Actually, we want to ask you something, Mr. Drake. He's missing. Why, that's preposterous. He was just here earlier today. He left after winning quite a hefty sum of money. Wait, really? He won? Come on, Drake. You must be thinking of someone else, right? Well, as we were told, the guy we're looking for is as unlucky as he is terrible at cards. Oh, I assure you, I know the man well. It all started about 2 weeks ago. It'd been a while since I'd last seen him, but I swear it was like he was a completely different person. And out of nowhere, he put my dealers in the biggest losing streak the casino's ever seen. We've lost about 500,000 Mira to him now. 500,000? That is an exorbitant amount of money. There's no friggin' way, man. He's gotta be cheating, right? As if well, I mean, I got like 100k? I'm sure you know we are professionals here. If someone was cheating, it wouldn't escape our notice. Besides, it's not only his skill that's completely changed. His luck has become miraculously good as well. We sort of like to know just how he was able to change his fortune so drastically. Huh. This is quite different from the story that Mayor Bixen gave us. Excuse me, sir. Apparently Gantz hasn't returned to Mainz for some time now. Do you have any idea where he's staying? Ah, yes. Last I heard he's staying at the hotel across the street. The deluxe suite on the top floor, no less. The deluxe suite? Wow, I suppose he does have the mirror for it now. Damn, talk about a rags to riches story. In any case, I'm surprised we were able to track him down so easily. So am I. We should go pay him a visit right away. Bro, it's nighttime? We weren't even in there that long. It's already nighttime. We should go speak with Gantz before it gets any later. Right, let's head over to the hotel. Mr. Drake said the luxe suites are on the top floor. You can only imagine what it's like to win big at the casino and start living the high life. Damn, I'm jealous as hell. Randy, it'll be bedtime in a few hours. Save your dreams of luxury for then. Nope, no fast travel. Alright. I'll do it tomorrow. Is that you, Randy? Oh my, long time no see. The pleasure's all mine, ladies. Who the hell are you people? Excuse us, sir, we're with the CPD. You must be Gantz from Mainz, correct? That's right. Ain't I met you somewhere before? Have we? I recognize this man. I believe we saved him from more hounds during our first time in Mainz. Oh, you're right. I'd almost forgotten. I think I remember now. You know those kids from way back when, ain't you? So what you want? Well, we received a request from the mayor of Mainz. Told us you'd gone missing. The mayor's looking for me. What's he want with me? Come on, man. You've been gone for like 2 weeks without telling anyone. Everyone back in town is worried about you. They thought something had happened. And so they asked us to go looking for you. Okay. Well, you found me. Good job, officers. But it don't matter none. I ain't never going back to Mainz. Wait, are you serious? For what reason? Ain't it obvious? I'm the greatest gambler this state has ever seen. It ain't just my killer skill at the tables. Oh no, Lady Luck can't keep her hands off me too. But hell would want to go back to Mainz just to smash rocks all day. But, come on man. Are you sure that's what you want? Everybody's worried sick about you. You can at least contact the mayor and let him know you're okay. Shut up, just shut up. You can't order me around like this, kid. One more round at Barca and it'll be off to Michelin for me. And then I'm gonna take you to that fancy schmancy resort this weekend. Pick whatever you want from those boutiques they got. Dude, it's on me. Really? We can't wait to go. Ain't much you can do about him. The guy's drunk off his own success and played a blues from the look of it. Yeah. The way things turned out is unfortunate, but all we can do now is let the mayor know what happened. It's not really our place to force him to return to Mainz. Indeed, it was his own conscious decision. What's on your mind, Lloyd? You look like something's bothering you. Well, I was just thinking. He was an amateur gambler who played on the weekend. He had a reputation for having no luck and poor judgment. So how did he suddenly end up on such a huge winning streak? That's true. You're right, that is fishy as hell. What do you think it'd take for him to teach me a few of his tricks? I was under the impression you were already a skilled gambler yourself, Randy. Oh, I ain't half bad, but even I couldn't manage a 2-week-long hot streak and rake in 500,000 Mira. Pretty sure Gambler Jack's the only man who could do something like that. Jack's a fictional character, Randy. Oh, the heck? What are you guys still doing here? Hey, that's no way to treat old Randy. Can I ask you two gals something real quick? I'm a little curious about that Gantz fellow in there. Go right ahead. Well, what is it? Is he involved in some sort of crime? No, it ain't nothing like that. Just wondering if he always acts that full of himself. I know it was more than a few drinks in, but still, he was laying the attitude on a bit thick, don't you think? Yeah, I can see what you mean. It's true, he wasn't that high and mighty when he first started coming around here. When he started winning, though, he got louder and way more bossy. But it's part of our job to deal with customers like that, so we didn't really think twice about it. Oh yeah, I see. So it's safe to say that it wasn't just the alcohol making him like that. The personality side, that man is something else. It's almost as if he could see through the cards while they were laid down. He must have razor-sharp senses. No kidding, it's totally insane to be honest. He even won straight-up bets at the roulette table, too. You think you can read the dealer's minds or see in the future? That does sound impressive. There's no way. That's way beyond just having good instincts. It sounds more like a superpower. Damn it, why couldn't Adios have blessed me with such wonderful talents? Anyway, that's about all we know about Gantz. Was that all you needed? Yep, you've been real helpful. I think I'll come see you cuties again when I get some free time. We'll see about that. See you later, Andy. I mean... Anyway, we should let the mayor know what's happened. Yeah, I'll give him a call. Hello, this is Vixen speaking. Good evening, sir. This is Lloyd Bannings from the SSS. Oh, good to hear from you. Were you able to find any information on Gantz? What about that? My, I can hardly believe it. A man like Gantz winning a fortune at the casino and living in a luxury hotel. We tried to reason with him, but he refuses to return to Mainz. So we figured the least we could do was report the situation to you. Oh, that's perfectly fine. You've done more than enough. I'll make my way to the city tomorrow and speak with Gantz myself. Thank you for your hard work. There was no trouble at all, sir. If you can be of further assistance, then please don't hesitate to contact us again. We'd like to help out with this case as much as we can. Thank you. I'll be counting on you all. What did the mayor say? Well, I was definitely surprised by Gantz. He said he'd be coming to Cosmo City tomorrow so you could speak to him. Now there's a better man for the job, to be honest. What's wrong, Tio? You've been quiet for a while now. Is something bothering you? No, not particularly. It was a long day, so I'm feeling a bit fatigued. I know what you mean. Investigating those ruins earlier really took it out of me. It's getting pretty late. We should head back home. Kia's been waiting all day for us after all. It'll be good to see her again. One look at her smile and all my exhaustion will completely vanish. That might be a bit much. But definitely get what you mean. Man, surely just went and turned all our hearts to mush, huh? Well, let's run home and see our sweet little Kia. Okay. I'll be right back again. Alright, alright. Apologies. What? Oh. It looks like Jensen's closing up shop for the night. He should be waiting for us back at the assistance building. Come on, no detours. Good idea. Besides, we already finished all of our required work for the day. Evil. I'm sure Kyo will understand that Utio needs more EP, so we can fight more bad guys. Whew, we're home. Oh, you're back! Yay! You're home. Welcome back. I wish I could be as full of energy as you always are, Kia. Yep, I'm so energetic I could power all of Crossbell. Wow, that sure sounds like foreshadowing. You guys are home late. Was there a lot of work today? There sure was. If we didn't have Noelle to ferry us around everywhere, we'd have probably collapsed on the side of the road somewhere. Agreed. Hey Tio, you look super tired. Are you alright? Yes, I'll be fine. Simply seeing that cute face of yours has completely recharged me. Kia? Since you've got so much energy, I'll share some with you. This will supercharge you. That's Kia for you. For sure, her smile will fill you full of pep quicker than any medicine out there. I guess Kia's hugs really are a milk cure. Thank you, Kia. I think I'm sufficiently recharged. Yay! Come think of it. Is the chief not home yet, Kia? The chief? Oh, he's over in his office. Someone came to visit, he's still talking with him. A visitor? That's pretty unusual considering how late it is. Do you remember what he looked like? He's an old man with a beard and a big belly. It kind of reminds me of a bear. I think the chief called him something like, lawyer? Oh, Mr. Grimwood's here? Why is he stopping by so late? Maybe we should go say hello to him while we have the chance. I'll leave all that to you. I'm on kitchen duty tonight. You alright with cooking for everyone? If you want, I can take over. No, I already performed the prep work earlier, so it should be easy. Hold on for just a little while longer, okay, Kia? Oh, I want to help, can I? Can I? You want to? Well, then you'll be my sous chef. I don't think Kia knows what a sous chef is. Hell, I'm a grouchy, crotchety old man, and I barely know what it is. You know what that reminds me? Detective for... I don't know why that's in Mayor's request, but okay. At least 10 peculiar dishes. I'm not doing this. I should, but I don't want to. Like, do y'all know how hard it is to get peculiar dishes? Oh, they've been reported. I was looking up. I know I've been really quiet with what I was doing. I was looking up if there's actually like a button for thing, but it doesn't seem to be. Yggdrasil. 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 Excuse us. Hey, what took so long? Oh, sorry for driving by so late. We thought it might be you, Mr. Grimwood. What a pleasant surprise to have you visit. Yes, well, I had some matters to discuss with Sergei. Since I was in the neighborhood, I took the opportunity to stop by. Matters to discuss? Yeah, I'll cut to the chase. It's about Kia's identity. Oh, then did you guys figure anything out? Unfortunately not. It seems the request was also submitted to the guild, but I, at Sergei's behest, explored another possibility. Unfortunately, it wasn't. No, actually, I'm pleased to say the possibility I looked into was a bust. You were happy it was a bust? Right. It was pertaining to a story several years back. There were multiple cases of child abductions primarily focused in the Calvin Republic. Child abductions? That's horrible. Several years back. Yeah, we know one of the victims of said child abductions. I'll omit the more unnecessary details, but it was a pretty massive case. Because Calvert wasn't the only country targeted, an international investigation team was created to get to the bottom of things. Each country's army, police force, the Bracer Guild, you name it. Everyone cooperated to put an end to that mess. That's crazy. It's the first I've heard of it. Same here. Since it was kept under wraps, it must have been pretty damn serious. Yes, eventually the case was closed. In the end, it was decided that due to its nature, it was to be kept strictly confidential. The only reason I know about it is because I was involved, serving as an advisor. Wait, hold on a second. You're saying there's a chance Kia could be one of the victims from this whole abduction incident? I thought the same thing, so I searched through the case records again. And to my relief, I wasn't able to find any children who matched Kia's description. For the record, nearly all the men responsible for those horrors were arrested and the remainder committed suicide. I simply came by today to inform Sergei of my findings. I see. I'm relieved that Kia wasn't a part of that, but the fact that it actually happened. I would have ended up telling you about all of this eventually. Anyway, we're back to square one with Kia. Well, that's fine. We'll just keep doing what we're doing. We'll look after the little kiddo until we find one of her relatives. Right, I'd appreciate it if you kept sheltering the child here. But what if we don't find any of her relatives? Is she just gonna live through the years here with you guys? The answer is yes, actually. Alright, I appreciate if we kept children child here, but in case we can't end up finding a relative, we should consider trusting her to a foster family or to a church orphanage. Well, but those are outcomes all of you need to start considering. Adopting a kid isn't like taking in some stray animal. She can't just keep living here forever, no matter how cute she might be. That might be true. Yeah, right. She'll need a good bit more than some kitten, that's for sure. More care than some. Sorry, everyone. It seems I brought down the mood. No, the problem is that she's gonna refuse. It's like, well, yeah, it's a good idea in theory. Here's the thing. She'll refuse. You all just returned from a long day of work, didn't you? I imagine you have reports to deliver, so I think I should excuse myself now. No, please wait. The truth is, there's something we were planning on consulting you about. Oh, what's that? So you see... So you're working on a missing person case. Sounds like a job for the SSS, alright? It didn't seem like anything illegal was going on, so we just let him be. I wonder if we should have tried a little harder to get him to go home, though. Well, that's a complicated question. If you were bracers, there'd be a little more wiggle room to negotiate. Comes with the job. If a police officer tried to pull that move, however, odds are the whole situation would turn into a civil dispute. It's an exceedingly fine line. I was afraid you'd say that. The guy's old enough to make his own decisions, so in the end, I guess it's none of our business. If he were just some brat, we could have just given him a little kick in the rear and sent him home. That's true. However, he mentioned his skills and luck with gambling completely changed, almost like he was a different person. Ian? Something about this rubbed you the wrong way. Well, it might just be coincidence, but lately 2 similar stories have come to my attention. Oh, really? You telling me there's not 1 but 3 lucky bastards who hit the jackpot? No, it's a bit different. The stories I heard involve a stockbroker who works for a securities firm and the manager of a trading company. Recently, both companies sustained heavy losses and were almost in the red, but in the last few days, they seem to have experienced an incredible rebound. I could hardly believe it until I saw the numbers. Especially the stockbroker. It said he bought and sold stocks with unprecedented luck and intuition, as if he could see the future. Sounds pretty familiar. Don't worry, I'm sure it's only coincidence. However, from what I've heard, these two have also become extremely arrogant just as their fortunes reversed. That tidbit piqued my interest. Yeah. That's definitely strange. Hey Ian, any chance you know the backgrounds of these two? Oh, not yet, but if you're interested, I can start looking into them right away. You want to check possible ties, I presume? Yeah, if possible. Did something catch your attention, Chief? When you're in this business, Lloyd, it never hurts to have all the info you can. It's as simple as that. Ah, I understand. The guy told me something like that too. That the decisive factors in an investigation are intuition and the information you uncover. Well then, I'll get out of your way now. If there's ever anything bothering you, don't hesitate to stop by my office. I'll do everything in my power to help out. Thank you very much, Mr. Grimwood. We'll definitely take you up on that offer when the time comes. I think Lloyd just ends up adopting her. Like, through legal channels and whatnot. That's an interesting take, okay. Revash managed to recover their smuggling routes. Yes, sir. 3 of the routes were decimated over the last week. Have already been reorganized. We would try to impede them, but the resilience was most unexpected. How curious. I was led to believe that they didn't have the manpower to accomplish such a thing. Did the boss finally involve himself in the restoration efforts? That's the strangest part. The killing bear was nowhere to be found. This appeared to solely be the work of subordinates. The boards state that they only brought enough for a small squad. Not only that, there were no warhounds present either. How interesting. Now I'm even more curious. Has this been a battle of even numbers? Heiyue should have come out victorious. Did they employ those Reinford heavy machine guns, perhaps? Yes, actually, their main forces appear to have been armed with them. However, the report also mentions that their battle prowess has skyrocketed. Interesting. I got the impression Don Marconi is trying his utmost to appease the speaker and call his rage. Don't recall any new reports of Jaegers being employed or any training exercises being held either. Very peculiar indeed. Are you implying that they've acquired a trump card right under our noses? Precisely. As far as I'm able to tell, this trump card of theirs is something truly extraordinary indeed. Perhaps even more so than our own. Like Yin, however, this new measure of theirs is something that can turn the tide of battle at a moment's notice. How the hell did they... What was that? Ah yes, speak of the devil and he shall appear. We've got a big problem on our hands. A group of men draped in black are unloading rounds into the building. Revash, I think. There's about 10 of them, and the killing bear isn't one of them. There are only 10 measly grunts. Hurry it up and finish them off then. And don't worry about the police. This is self-defense, so everything goes. Well, the thing is, those guys aren't human, I'm telling you. They're holding massive machine guns with just one hand. The first floor has been breached. Still a matter of time before they reach us, sir. Damn it. If only Master Yin was here. Oh dear. I doubt even I could outwit our foes in such a barbaric situation as this. Master Cal, you don't mean... Let's go all out. Relying on Yin for a petty squabble like this would be a stain on Heiyue's name. Come, let us demonstrate our might as the conquerors of the Eastern Corner. Damn. This girl is full of surprises. You tell me that Kia cooked all of these sunny side up eggs for us? She sure did. The technique was so good, I ended up picking up a few tricks from her. Fried eggs with a bit of runny yolk. Nice. Get a load of this bacon too. It's fried to perfection, just the right amount of crispiness. She displayed just as much skill helping me with yesterday's cream stew. Are you sure you don't have any trading in the culinary arts, Kia? I don't know, maybe? Whatever I cook, it's like my hands are moving on their own. Well, I guess it's possible to retain skills like that through muscle memory. I mean, that is what muscle memory is, yeah. But the fact that she's this talented at her age is pretty amazing. Hey Tio, I was wondering, do you feel okay today? You look fine as far as I can tell. If you're not feeling 100%, maybe you should take the day off and rest. No, I'm fine. After all, I went to bed quite a bit earlier than usual yesterday. I don't think we have any urgent requests to take care of, so we can always wait and see how you're feeling. Oh, pretty early for that, ain't it? Is it Craig? I'll check. Hello, this is Lloyd Bannings with the special support. Yeah, I know already. Now, where the heck are you? What are you doing right now? Jonah? Wow, I wasn't expecting a night owl like yourself to be awake this early in the morning. Implying I didn't pull an all-nighter. But enough about that, it doesn't matter. From how carefree you sound, I bet you don't know anything at all, right? Don't know anything about what? So you don't know. Well then, I, the great and brilliant Jonah, will do you a favor. In the dead of night yesterday, well, technically today, I guess, but that's beside the point. Either way, someone raided Heiwei's office. What? They were caught completely off guard, too. No offense, no offense, all defense, you know. Apparently, they took some serious damage. If you ask me, it had to have been done by those Revash guys. It's not outside the realm of possibility. Thanks for the heads up, Jonah. Ha! You owe me one now, Lloyd. That was Jonah? Yeah, something crazy's popped up. Is that really true, Lloyd? That's freaking insane. It's bold that it pulled such a stunt in the city, even if it was in the middle of the night. What? If all this is true, I'd bet anything the First Division's already jumped on the case. If it bothers you that much, though, then go ahead and check it out, but only after you finish eating. Will do, sir. Alright, will you be good to go, Tio? Yes, of course. We can walk over the Harbor District after we finish our breakfast. Now, the question then becomes... Okay. First things first. Okay. Nothing in Central Square. Okay. Let's go, get as much of Tio's stuff up as we can. And we're blocked off from here. 4, 6, that's 1,000. 1,800, that's a lot. 321! Hey! Okay, we got more than 200 at least. Orban, she does not have EP. We need 12 for things, so we can remove effort. $353. And we still have Genesis Float. And then of course, if I can manage to get like attack 3 Problem is, it requires 1,000 of them. Okay. Now, East Street, East Street. We're gonna go to the Bracer Guild and talk to everybody. Everyone's on standby. So the SSS crew is back again. If you're here, that must mean you've heard the news, I assume. Yeah, I assume that means you already know too. Who do you think I am, honey? Of course I know. I know everything. We contacted everybody in the branch already, so they're gathered on the second floor. Gotta prepare ourselves for the possibility of a war between the two organizations. Wow, I'm always impressed with just how quickly the guild works. And like usual, the CPD is way late to the game. It all comes down to a difference in procedure. We've got our own way of handling an emergency, as I'm sure you do too. As such, I believe it would be best for you to address this as you normally would. Right. Heiwei's cow is an incredibly cunning man. I would be surprised if he didn't respond to this attack in some way, but I seriously doubt he'd rush to any sort of hasty retaliation. Either way, though, there's not much we can do other than to be as prepared as possible. There's no doubt in my mind that Rivash launched that attack on Heiwei's office. And the real question is, why did they take such drastic measures in their current situation? It just doesn't make sense to me. I think we'll need to get ourselves a clearer picture of the situation before we take any action. Yes. Oh, you guys came. You hear about the big news about Heiwei already? Yeah, we've already started conducting our investigation. It seems all of the braces have gathered here too. That's a rare sight. You see, the Divine Blade of Wind is downstairs. It is truly a sight to behold. Yeah, they contacted all of us on our enigmas this morning. That's why we all made our way here as soon as we could. Damn, you guys really are just too quick. You sure? Maybe it's you guys who are too slow. Are you secretly a bunch of slackers, maybe? But either way, Rivash sure left one heck of a mess for us to clean up. You said it, sister. Sure, there may not be that many people in that area at night, but civilians still could have gotten caught up in the mess. Yeah, just thinking about it's got me steamed. I'm sorry to rearrange some mafia face. We got Arios, the Divine Blade of Wind himself, Estelle Joshua, the young heroes of Ribero, Scott, an expert marksman, Wenzel, a hard-ass refugee from the Empire, Aeolia, a skilled physician, and last but not least, a special in the title School of Martial Arts. That's me, honestly. Even though we're totally stacked with highly capable bracers, we still need to exercise caution while working here. I recommend you follow suit. At the top of our stack roster, we should be cautious in any instance. I recommend you follow suit. Man, I want to see what those mafia guys have to say for themselves too. Well, apparently, there's some kind of agreement where the police gets dibs in times like this. You ask me, it's just not fair. Oh, since we can't do anything, it's up to you guys, Lloyd. You better give us your all. Give this your all. Then. I thought I saw a grasp on the situation crossbow. When an incident like this occurs, it feels like there's a huge barrier to overcome. I hope we will be able to get a better picture of the situation before too long. Conduct a full investigation on the Mafia's close contacts in the area surrounding the HQ. With all connections they have for smuggling heavy weaponry into the city, they could start a huge gunfight at any time. Aeolia, if the worst were to happen, I want you to focus on protecting the injured. Yes, friends, I'm fully aware of what my role is. You don't need to remind me. Really though, I'd rather things not come to that. I'm hoping we can find a way to peacefully resolve this soon. Yeah, I agree. If that's our goal, it means gathering information now is all the more important. My skill set means I could find work as a doctor if I needed to, but I'd rather avoid that if at all possible. I'd much prefer to take a more practical approach and find a way to keep people from getting hurt in the first place. I won't let civilians get caught up in some idiotic spat between mafias. In order to prevent things from getting to that point, it's critical that we gather information now. Downtown District. We also need to talk to Huey and Slash. I should probably cut here. Attack 3. That's it. I can do evade 2, action 3. Well, no. Evade 2 is already max. Action 2? Nope. Don't have action 2. Hit! Action. Hit 2's maxed out. I need to give her something for this. You know what? I know that it's Savans if forever attacked. Well, I was already used to that sort of thing. Should be able to wipe them all out easy. The hell kind of sword is this? Well, I had a sword in a conflict zone before I was born. She always tell me about these crazy firefights she'd have with her customers. Damn it, now they've gone and done it. If that cow guy pulls something crazy, there'll be riots in the streets. Please don't say something so ominous. Yeah, last thing we want to do is speak that into the world. Yeah. Excuse me, ma'am. Would you possibly have any information that might assist us in our investigation? Nope, I got nothing for you, but my money's on the Revash goons being behind that raid. I'm not an information broker, so I don't really give a flying rat's ass about all that stuff. You'd be better off asking them yourselves. Poor Garcia must be having a hard time these days. He has a lot more gray hairs ever since joining Revash. Sucks to suck. What's up, Ozzy? Something wrong? Oh, it's nothing. I'm just a little worried about what the Vipers plan to do. I heard a bit of a minor dispute going on last night. Vipers? Isn't the Vipers the other dudes? What's all the commotion in the city? You think everybody's excited for tomorrow's full moon? Oh. 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 Not you feel good. I never liked that drink anyway. All I ever did was boss me around all the time. Well, not anymore. The hell's the matter with Dino? Drop it, man. That one-on-one was all them, and Wall told us to quit bitching about it. You think I can just ignore this? Something happened, guys? Yeah, I could say that. Dino, that idiot. Dino challenged one of our leaders, Jed, to a fight. It's totally insane, too. They kept trading blows until it was decided by an elbow to the jaw. He's just a newbie, yet he somehow managed to take down Jed? Impossible. I'll never forgive that bastard. When Dino becomes so disrespectful? And how the hell did he take down Jed? Nothing makes sense anymore. Jed's the second strongest out of all of us, and one of the leaders of the Vipers. Who the hell does Dino think he is? Who paid for this? Interesting! So Dino, the guy outside. Interesting. Dino's this dude. Interesting. Another day, another circus of a diet meeting. The students would be appalled if they saw how the participants of the diet conducted themselves. The terrible attitudes result in them baiting each other into screaming matches every 30 seconds or so. You couldn't pay me to sit there and watch that. I'm afraid to say that's just the reality of the diet. Whoa, gunfight. What the heck's going on out there? I had something so just happened right in the middle of the city. Suspect private officers became privy to the details of the incident. Yeah, I doubt any information is going to leak with how tight-lipped the first division is. This has all gone too far. Yeah. Oh, you're all here. The first division is working the hardest to investigate the raid on Heiwei's office. They've all been out there the whole morning. Oh, I see. Wow, they're really on the ball. I don't think anyone's out doing the first division on this kind of investigation anytime soon. Yeah. Hey, Ply, doesn't Nikolai seem a little bit different lately? Oh, you noticed it too. I've been getting some weird vibes from him. As if he's a completely different person. Excuse me, is everything okay? Oh, if it isn't the police officers. It's nothing serious. We're just talking about Nikolai, one of the other performers. Right, apparently Nikolai's been engaging in some special training lately. It's paying off too. His technique and strength have improved considerably. The strange thing is, his personality seems to have changed as a result. Huh, so the guy polishes up some moves until he's a new man. That's not as far-fetched as you think. Reaching greater heights could give someone an entirely new sense of who they can be. To the point where they become unrecognizable overnight. That's true. I suppose anyone can change themselves given the right motivation. I'm sure Nikolai must have had a life-changing experience like that. Apparently Nikolai's been engaged since he's assault, that great his stamina has improved. His commitment to improving himself is commendable, though I can't help but feel as if his personality has changed. Worries me a little. It's almost like he's become a completely different person. So, some dude named Nikolai. Another perfect rehearsal. I've never been in better shape. I bet I could even take Risha down. It's not a competition, bro. Ah, there's Ilya. Wait, can I talk to Ilya from across? Nope. I was wondering if I could talk to her from across. It's fine. Money. Think it over, that kind of direction probably wouldn't work at all. If we go to add a scene, it needs to be something that will completely captivate our dear audience. It's just, I'm worried that if we add a scene simply for the sake of having a flashy set piece, they won't match with the rest of the play. I, of course, have the deepest respect for your opinion on all things theater related, but could I get you to reconsider? Not a chance. I thought you might say that. I believe they're all the discussion regarding the play, and the true leader is distressed. I think we'd better leave him alone. Oh yeah, about our earlier conversation. I mean, the one about Nikolai, it was definitely being a weirdo, but I do think that his role in the play is a tad unbalanced. Why not? Why don't we add a fight scene between him and Theodore? Cut me some slack, will you? Okay. I was hoping I could get, like, Elliot to actually talk to us. The nice music is called. They're ready. The owner's over in the VIP room if you need him. He's been watching all of Gantz's matches all morning. Wait, the VIP room? Isn't that the only for the most high-rolling big shots out there? Yep, Gantz is in the middle of a match with some other guy right now. It's pretty crazy, isn't it? You see some casual amateur, but now he gets the full VIP treatment. It's hard to rise to the occasion after Galletti and Alinda couldn't even come close to beating Gantz. VIP room? Can I get access? Damn. It's not. Randy's not important enough. Imelda! Security seems pretty tight today. Yeah, they're a little more pissed off than I'd imagined. Well, they did just raid Hayway. Even considering that, they seem more on edge than I'd expect. Since a great deal of tension throughout the alley, I'd advise against approaching them. Oh goodness, Hayway's office, raided. This is quite the serious offense. I haven't been this on the edge of my seat in a good long while. Oh, who could say? After living across Bell for as long as I have, you start to notice incidents like this happen from time to time. Oh, how pathetic. Now exactly how responds to such an embarrassing sight. Isn't that a tad bit reckless to say, ma'am? Yeah, Rivash is right down the street. Ain't that cause for even a speck of concern? I suppose so. I am concerned about real estate prices dropping from this commotion. Alright, I forgot about how much of a insatiable land structure is. Father, what's going on with you? What's wrong? It's nothing. It's just that for the last little while, Father's been acting... You goddamn morons. What's happened to Father? Something about him definitely feels pretty off. Looks exhausted from working all day. I'm sure that's why he's acting weird. I need to do something to cheer him up. What a bunch of morons. The price of the little stocks friggin' tanked for 3 days. Seriously couldn't see that coming? The CNS business magazine's plummeted down the damn drain. Ha. Marie. Oh yeah. Oh heck. Tio's about to get called out. What's wrong, Joanna? Nothing, my lady. It's just that a new edition of the Crossroad Times was to be released today, but it hasn't arrived yet. I'd rather go ask about this later. I'd rather not. I'd rather you didn't, sorry. As a representative of the state, Speaker Hartman should be working alongside Master Henry to unify the Diet. However, for him to sit silently in his chair and to allow the laxity of the Diet to continue as is. I can only imagine he continues to do this as a way to torment the Master. I shall never forgive that vile man. I've served for 40 years now. As such, I find it difficult to forgive Speaker Hartman's terrible attitude. Honestly, I'm with you. I don't even know the dude. We got one last stop. One last stop. One last stop. The Sepith count is really bad in this game. How's Hayway looking? Pretty nasty, I bet. Well, we're just about to go check it out. Come on, man. Now's not the time you're chilling here. Go. The customers don't like waiting for info, though. So just plans, check out the details after we work for, mate. Jonah, think very carefully about your response. Oh, well. I just wanted to earn back a little mirror. Those information fees, they kill it. Come on. I'm just looking after my livelihood. This boy hasn't been disciplined once in his life, has he? That's why there's something crazy like that, too, you know. Accidentally spilled the beans. Could we settle on an installment plan? Come on, no need to look so angry. Jonah. I love Jonah. You can't tell me Jonah isn't fucking hilarious. I remember the temple like song thing from Cold Steel 4 and shit. I still have not found the name of that song. And I've listened to the entire Cold Steel 4 soundtrack, start to finish, multiple times. Alright. West Street. Grimwood, then Lloyd's Aunt. Oh, up and at it early this morning. Pardon me. Something happened. If you need to discuss it, feel free to take a seat. Well, actually, sir, we have reports that Hayway Trading Company was raided by an unknown group of assailants. By Adios, is that true? We're on our way to go check it out now, actually. Everything we've heard points to Revash being our perps, though. An attack like that in the harbor. I can't say I understand what was going through their heads. Revash, that is. Like Capran wanting to attack their main competitor, but something about this sounds far too soppy, as if it wasn't planned. We're actually thinking the same thing. Nothing about this suggests the beginning of a full-fledged war between the mafias. Either way, we need to be cautious. I have no doubt businesses are going to flock to the office once they hear the news. Good luck, they'll tell me something useful. Thank you, sir. Honestly, I don't think we've ever stopped by without owing you another favor. Better pop in such a popular area. Something about that doesn't seem right with me. Anyway, a lot of businesses have been feeling uneasy because of the situation. We still can't ignore the possibility of retaliation by Hayway. Be careful with all this, everyone. Sad. I've never tried to go into that room, and the one time I do, it's closed. I'm pretty sure this is the building that Una Crawford and her family live in. Oh, Tio. Yes, what is it? You got a weird look on your face, so I thought you might be exhausted. Is it my imagination? Are you okay? I think it is simple fatigue from investigating the Moon Temple yesterday. I may have strained myself a bit too much. Tio's always saving our bacon with her extra strong perception skills. Yeah, she's helped us more times than I can count. Try not to push yourself too hard, okay? Yes, I understand. Yeah, she's like 14. I don't know what happened, but it sounds like she had a rough day. You must push yourself when you're already tired, okay? Be sure to get plenty of rest this evening. Apparently, we may need to go to Thing. Place is a mess. It certainly looks like the aftermath of a raid. Definitely, there are traces of heavy weaponry scattered all over. At least they didn't resort to explosives. The whole place would be a crater if they did. Oh, I see you guys are on the scene too. Hey friends, how's the situation looking? We rushed out here as soon as we heard the news. I don't know much yet. All I've heard is that shots were fired in the middle of the night. Dudley and the others are in the middle of conducting an investigation. Sounds like the First Division beat us to the punch. They are always quick to jump on cases like this. I'd like to ask the members of HAYUA some questions. Do you mind letting us inside? I suppose I could. I was only told not to let civilians pass through here. You'll have to make up an excuse to Dudley for me, though. Of course, thanks for helping us out. Hey! Dude. Cal, if you'll excuse me then. We'd like to help you, but unless you're willing to give us more details, there's not much we can do. You'll have to forgive me. After all, it was late into the night. I haven't the foggiest idea of who the assailants may be or why they targeted our humble company. Even so, it appears you were able to mount an efficient defense. The first and second floors are devastated, yet this room remains spotless. How in the world were you able to fend off assailants armed with heavy machine guns? I'll admit it was tricky. However, the assailants managed to escape our grasp, I'm afraid. Many of our men were sent to St. Ursula. My oh my, what a disaster. You have my condolences. Now, if you excuse us. You for it. What's the special sports section doing here? Why, good morning, Detective Bannings. I see the rest of you have come along as well. Pardon our interruption, Cal. I know you're busy with the aftermath of the raid, but could I borrow a minute of your time? Anything for you, my friend. If you'll excuse us then, Dudley, I appreciate you having stopped by. Dudley's like, Angie! Careful, man, you're turning green. Or would it be red? Yeah, it'd be red technically. Someone just tweeted out, PC problems are always so wacky. I'm like, yeah. Have a nice day, goodbye. Dudley, Angie boy. This irritates me to no end, but I'm leaving this snake to you. Try to get what you can out of him. Yes, sir. It has been quite some time, my friends. I hear you all had quite the adventure on the final day of the anniversary festival. I'm assuming Yin told you all about it. As you know, the special sports section doesn't follow conventional investigative protocol. With that in mind, how about you go ahead and tell us your true intention? Lloyd's just like, just tell us what you're doing. Just tell us, man. Oh? Lloyd? There's no point wasting our time with his usual song and dance. Not only that, we have a lot of ground to cover with Cal. I figured I'd get straight to the point. Well, now, that's one hell of a gutsy move. It's just straight up, just... Lloyd can be quite audacious when he wants to be. Excellent, Mr. Manning. Simply superb. I knew I was right to put my hopes in you. Very well. I'm not particularly fond of trivial exchanges anyway. your questions are within the realm of my knowledge, I'll provide the answers you seek. Thank you, Cal. There were 3 things I wanted to ask you about. This hails true to me. Is it safe to assume Revash is behind last night's raid? Or is there any chance the attack was carried out by a third party? So you're going to ask about that too, very well. Lao, please explain for them. Sir. They say out Vehement Mask concealed their identity, but there's no doubt it was Revash's men. Not only were their weapons identical, but so was their combat style. That's something that can't be mimicked so easily. I see, that makes sense. In that case, something's still rubbing me the wrong way. I hear you Heiyue guys are all pretty damn good martial artists. Heck, I bet your man Lao here could hand out beatings left and right. You flatter me. I'm sure Revash doesn't have a shortage of combat pros, but none of them could match up with you guys one-on-one. So then how did you get trashed so hard by a handful of their thugs? Was the killing bear leading to a charge or something? No, I don't believe the esteemed general manager of sales was present. The esteemed general manager of sales! I mean, that is his official title, yeah. Neither were his handpicked ex-Jaeger friends. We believe Revash's regular combat personnel to be behind the attack. If that's the case, then how? Though their techniques are simple, their speed and power were beyond comprehension. They were able to brandish those heavy machine guns single-handedly. Our defenses were easily crushed by their unnatural strength. They overtook the first 2 floors with ease. No fooling? It wasn't only limited to their power and speed either. They had inhuman endurance as well. And thanks to that, I had to put into practice a few dangerous techniques. Dangerous techniques like what? I wasn't aware you were trained in combat yourself, Cal. I'm nothing but an amateur compared to Master Yin. Okay. I'm not going to beat around the bush, Cal. How do you plan to respond to the raid? So that's what you want to know, is it? If you know what matter of organization Heiyue is, then there shouldn't be any need to ask such a question. So you're planning to retaliate then? My, how presumptuous to think we would ever do such a thing. You must understand, I'm speaking only in terms of crisis management. At the end of the day, what matters most to our company is profit. And in situations where our profits are threatened, it is my sworn duty to crush our antagonizers through the appropriate methods. Vague, but not vague at the same time. I love it. I fail to see what's so strange about that. What an annoyingly shrewd man. He answered it perfectly, honestly, without outright admitting to anything. I love this man. Is requesting assistance from Heiyue's main office one of these appropriate methods. Ah, reinforcements from Heiyue's main office, huh? You really aren't beating around the bush, are you? Well, to answer your question, I have no such plans at the moment. After all, my reputation is on the line here. However, there is no guarantee the main office will respect my wishes. They may intervene regardless. Oh! Oh, fuck! Ouch. I suppose I should be able to keep them out of things for a little while at the very least. Either way, we are sorely lacking information about Revash's current improvements. As such, we don't have an effective countermeasure. For now, I've assigned someone to keep a close eye on their movements. That someone being an extremely reliable collaborator of ours. You requested Yin's assistance. I guess he would be the best option for an undercover mission like this. This isn't directly related to the case in question, but I figured I'd ask while I'm here. Do you really not know anything about Kia? Ah. But Lloyd, that's... Kia, you said. Is that meant to be a person's name? It sounds more like a code word to me. Pardon me. I see this is a serious matter. All I know is that Kia is the name of that little girl you took into custody after the Shores auction. Well, that and the fact that our dear collaborator offered you a small piece of advice while you were there. Are all stored in the room over there. For information that was sent to Heiyue, there's a bomb, so to speak, among those items. I recommend you confirm it for yourself. A large leather trunk will be exhibited at the end of the auction. Inside the trunk is a bomb, which will only serve to jeopardize Revash's position. This information was sent to us through a very complicated route. We were unable to determine the identity of the informant, however, in some ways that only made it more credible. We wanted to be certain, however, so we asked our friends to check it out. Even in my wildest dreams, I never expected this purported bomb. That would be, I don't know if you guys heard that, but that would be the notification sound for work. It says purported bomb and being a small girl. Damn, looks like he's gonna feign ignorance till the very end. Let's assume you're telling the truth. Do you have an inkling as to who that informant might have been? Logically speaking, information this sensitive and incriminating will point to the actions of a Revash defector. The only thing I can say for certain is that whoever's behind it, they are an incredibly skilled individual. At any rate, this is as far as our knowledge regarding Kia goes. Although I suppose it's up to you whether you believe me or not. Understood. Thanks for answering this honestly. Now then, does this conclude your questioning? Yes, for the moment, I appreciate your cooperation. Do you mind if I give the department an outline of what we discussed? Do as you like, my friend. By the way, Detective Bannings. Yes? I'll be honest with you, this raid was far beyond what I thought Revash was capable of. I was under the impression that I was fully cognizant of their forces, connections, and strategies. Further, given the scrutiny they currently find themselves under, I never expected them to pull off such a brazen move. They've truly surpassed all my expectations. I'm almost a little impressed. I must say, I'm unbelievably excited for what's to come. I cannot recall an instance in the last few years where a situation didn't play out exactly as I expected. Wait, what? New Humble Bundle drop. Frostpunk, South of the Circle, Children of Morta, Moonlighter, The War of Mine, Beat Cop, Tower 57, Anomaly Series, Spacecom. No, this is expected. This is a rare opportunity for me to wield the full force of my power and intellect to my heart's desire. The mere thought gives me an indescribable joy. Hey, watch yourself. You're truly unbelievable. Do not think for 1 second that I'll allow the police to ruin my fun. Although I'm willing to grant a unique opportunity to your department. If you can somehow resolve the situation before Heiwei begins its retaliation, then we'll have no need to do so. I'll be eagerly awaiting your next move. Things have really gotten serious. Yes, they gave us plenty of useful information to work with, but I can't believe Cal would so blatantly imply a full-scale war with Revash. Things keep heating up like this, then we're gonna have a real mess on our hands. We're screwed if they decide to have a firefight in the middle of town. Additionally, we have to consider the possibility that Heiwei may call for reinforcements. There are more than a few dark clouds already gathering on the horizon. Even so, it sounds like we still have a bit of time, judging by what Cal said. There are a lot of suspicious details about this raid Revash pulled off. So we'll need to find out as much as we can about it before Heiwei mobilizes. I agree. Shall we visit each of the districts and question the citizens? No. I think it would be better to go straight to the source. Let's pay Revash a visit. You're kidding, right? We may have gone there once before, but still. That was before the incident at the auction. Wouldn't it be too reckless to go there now? It's true. They may have struck a deal with us, but it only relates to Kia's case. However, there's something I'm concerned about. What might that be? Garcia's movements. We've had enough encounters with him to know what kind of person he is. He never seemed the type to be reckless, and I got the feeling he had a strong command over his subordinates. You're absolutely right. He was a well-known Jaeger commander, way too disciplined to pull any crazy stunts. In fact, it's pretty hard to imagine him ordering his men to launch an assault on Heiwei like that. Did Garcia actually order the raid, or did his subordinates act on their own? That's definitely something we need to find out. Right. And the fastest way to do that is to start asking questions around Revash's base. If you guys want to head there now, Suppose that's our best option. It should be relatively low risk if we're simply asking around the area. Let's go have ourselves a little stakeout. Okay. Okay, let's see. Back alley, blah blah blah, then Garant. Just like I thought, there are more guards posted here than usual. They're looking way more pissed than I was expecting, too. Patient, excited, vigilant, anxious. I'm detecting a wide range of emotions from them. There's no mistaking it, they must be on high alert for any retaliation from Heiwei. This isn't going to be easy. For now, ascertaining Garcia's movements should be what? Garcia Rossi. Damn, how'd that monster manage to sneak up on us? It's you guys. You have the audacity to show your faces around here after all the shit you've put us through? I won't make it excuses. Our deal with you only concerns Kia and Kia alone. Then we're understood. If you use our deal as an excuse to come waltzing into our territory, I'm going to beat the ever-loving hell out of you. Yeesh, this guy's one dangerous old man. I know why you lot are snooping around here. However, you won't be getting a single word out of me on that matter. If you understand, then get lost. Damn. Yeah. Please just tell me one thing. If hypothetically you were to attack an armed enemy stronghold, would you attack head-on from the front, leaving everything to brute strength? An honest eager like myself would never stoop to such a poor strategy. I'd wait until there was an opening and make a precise strike. Maximum results, minimum damage. So the exact opposite of what happened. Wouldn't you do the same, son of the war god? Don't ever call me that again. But yeah, that's how Jaegers operate. Is that so? Thank you, I appreciate the answer. Wouldn't you do the same, son of the war god? I hate that. A lot of people call him that, and it's so fucking annoying. Thank you, I appreciate the answer. You're a strange kid. But anyway, you better not come in here unprepared, you hear me? I promise you'll be torn to shreds. Something sure seemed off with him. He looked tense, but unusually haggard. I was thinking the same thing. His words were very aggressive, but I felt like they didn't have the same force behind them. I could sense a great deal of fatigue. What do you suppose could have happened to him? Damn, he's in such a sorry state, and it ain't like the guy at all. I bet you guys would love to know why that is, huh? Yes, Grace, please. Grace? You just love popping up at the most random times, don't you? What can I say? My reporter's intuition guides me to the juiciest of scoops. Anyway, what do you say we do the old give and take? I'll be anxiously awaiting your arrival at the jazz bar. What should we do, Lloyd? For now, let's just hear what she has to say. We should keep our guard up. We'll need to be careful not to let anything slip around her. Duly noted. I have not been sleeping well, to the point where I have caffeine at my desk. Mountain Dew, actually. Not just any caffeine. Dying. It actually feels like it. Ugh. Oh well now, there you are. Alright, let me cut to the chase. Is there anything you're willing to share about the Hayway raid? We don't know anything. I'm sure Cal showered you with all sorts of delightful details over at his office. Quick as ever. But how do you even know we visited Hayway? Well, I found out about the incident this morning and I was heading over to ask Cal some questions when I saw Dudley barge in. As I was sitting there on the sidelines trying to feel the situation out, we should show up with you guys. Shortly afterward, I see Dudley leave with his typical scowl, and then a bit later, you all come out looking as weird as I've ever seen you. After seeing all that, how do you expect me to not think you learned something huge? I see. I guess that makes sense. Still, Grace, I think you know better than anyone that we can't casually disclose information about an open investigation. Well, of course I know that's silly. That's why I call this little chat a give and take. After all, aren't you dying for some details on Garcia Rossi? Do you mean? You're a real pro at dangling the bait right under our noses, aren't you? As a little cherry on top, I might have some juicy info about that so-called auction too. Wait here, Revash messed up so bad there, the speaker isn't really interested in speaking with him anymore. I'm sure you're just dying to know how these two things are related, right? Right? Okay, I'll bite. However, everything about Cal is strictly off the record, got it? I can't stress that enough, Grace. Let's see. So the situation is more dire than I thought. Yeah, unfortunately it is. At the very least, both groups seem to be trying not to involve the public for now. Well, no matter which way you cut it, this raid really just came out of nowhere. It might have happened in the dead of night, but I still can't believe they target somewhere right next to the news building. Not to mention, it was right down the street from the IBC. Pretty ballsy move, even for Revash. Yeah, that's true. If things had gotten even worse, it would have made people lose trust in Crossbell as the nearest trade capital, shaking the whole continent's economy. Right? That's what I'm saying. If this is true, it could mean that info I got was legit after all. What information would that be? Are you willing to share it now? Okay, I guess it's my turn now. You see, this whole fiasco originated from inside the Mafia. Lately, I've been hearing rumors that Garcia Rossi's control over his goons has been, well, lacking. Is that even possible? Yeah, I'm having a hard time buying it myself. I can't imagine any of those rank-and-file mobsters defying that walking mountain. Well, you can choose to believe it or not. I'm just saying, it might be possible that the incident in the downtown district and the grab for Maine's mining rights weren't on Garcia's orders. From the look of it, it was some goons on the lower rungs looking to make a name for themselves. If that's what those rookies were after, that would explain why they were so willing to step out of line to get it. Wait just a second. Are you saying that the raid last night was carried out by low-level members of the Mafia? Well, given the scale of the attack, it's hard to think that, but if it's true, it'd definitely help explain why Garcia was acting the way he was earlier. Maybe. Come think of it, he didn't have his usual entourage with him. Does that mean he's lost his grip over Revash? There's an internal split. But what is the Dawn doing during all of this? According to what I've been able to gather, Marconi is desperately trying to make up for his giant blunder at the auction. Naturally, he's buttering up Speaker Hartman, who was less than pleased at Michelin. He's even trying to lure more influential figures. No. Okay. No more influential figures will Crossbow into his fold. Influential figures? Who exactly? Diet members from the Republican faction. I've heard he's met with the CGF commander too. Really? Is he trying to suppress Hayway's political influence at Crossbow? No wonder if meeting with the CGF commander has anything to do with Revash's weapons smuggling. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. You gotta remember that Moronova commander is also one of Speaker Hartman's cronies. I bet Revash is trying to win back the Speaker's favor through him. Yep, my thoughts exactly. Man, whenever I have these nice little chats with you guys, things just seem to fall into place. This turned out to be quite a fruitful little info swap. To be honest, it's been helpful for us as well, but now that we've sifted through all of the details, I feel like there's something we're missing. Something we're missing. Oh, and what would that be? Looking over what we know, there seem to be logical reasons behind each of their actions. But the actions themselves are almost random, as though they're not all coming from the same organization. I always got the feeling that Revash's operations had a certain level of professionalism to them. The kind you'd expect from organized crime, but I don't sense that at all this time around. Oh, I see what you mean. Now you mention it, I'm inclined to agree. Revash's structure has typically existed as an efficient system designed to take advantage of the large amount of mirror flowing through Crossbell. For them to suddenly deviate so greatly from that system is highly irregular. So in other words, there's some element to this case that threw Yvash's entire system out of whack. Is that what you're saying? Right, it's just a gut feeling though. Cal's description made it sound like these raiders who attacked Heiwei possessed unnatural amounts of strength too. It's possible that could have something to do with Garcia's strange attitude. Wow, I should have expected this from you, Lloyd. You're one smart cookie. You know that? Hey, if this police thing doesn't work out for you, how about joining me at the Crossbell Times? We can aim for the Pulitzer Prize together. I'll have to pass. And I'd appreciate if you didn't make me worry about my employment any more than I already do. Remind me again, what's this Pulitzer Prize thing she's talking about? Prestigious international award given to the most outstanding journalist of the year. Excuse me for 1 second. Yes, this is Lloyd Bannings of the Special Sports section. I managed to get through. It's me, Bixen. Over from Mainz. Oh, the mayor, how can I help you? Is there some kind of problem with Gantz? Well, you see, I'm in Crossbell City at the moment, the casino where Gantz goes. He started acting strangely, so I decided to call you. Strangely? What exactly do you mean? He's been engaged in a poker match with another customer for quite some time. Things are getting very heated. It may only be a matter of time before violence breaks out. Could you come over quickly and help sort this out? Understood, sir. Barca Casino, right? We're close by, so we'll be there shortly. Okay, I'm counting on you. That was the mayor of Mainz? Sounds like he's at the casino. Yeah, apparently Gantz might be getting into some trouble there. Seriously. And his victories gained him some ill will from his opponents. Between Gantz's ego and his crazy luck, I could definitely see that happening. Well, we'd better hurry on over and assess the situation. Alright, off to Barca we go. What, did I say something wrong? Well, Grace, it's just that there's no point in telling her not to come. Let's just go to the casino. Oh, Grace. Oh, you came. Praise be to Adios. Hurry, I think a fight is about to break out. Where's Gantz right now? Oh, yes. He's in the middle of a private match in the back room. We don't have time to waste. Gantz could blow at any second. Huh? But I thought Gantz was the one provoking his opponent. Lecter. Lecter, no! God damn it, Lecter! Eat this, punk. 9, 10, Jack, Queen, and King. A straight flush of diamonds, baby. Try to beat this hand. You can't. God, are you kidding me? Was expecting to pull out a hand that strong on our last round. This is my true talent. You tied one too many games using those tricky hands of yours, but that's coming to an end. You've lost now, so show me your hand already. What are you talking about? I never said anything about losing. Are you kidding me? The only way you'd be able to beat me is with a royal flush. There's no way you could have. And that's where you're wrong, pal. What? A 5 of a kind, and with aces no less? I can't believe what I've seen today. Depends on the game whether a royal flush or a 5 of a kind is the highest possible hand. But either way, it's clear this hand of mine takes that straight flush of yours and flushes it straight down the drain. You... Don't screw with me, you damn cheat! Drake, you're the compass, aren't you? Well, screw you too. I assure you, I am nothing of the sort. I swear upon Adios' name. During my careful observation of the match, I saw nothing that suggests Mr. Arundel was cheating. Can it? How the hell am I supposed to buy that crap? Got luck and intuition on my side. I'm supposed to be unstoppable. There's no way I can lose to this jackass. Sir, please calm yourself. He's right. You gotta relax, man. Poker's just a game of luck after all. All this means, pal, is that your luck has run out. I refuse to believe this crap. The Gabbing should be a piece of cake after using that stuff. What stuff? Gantz? Oh no. There's no way in hell I could lose. Let go of me! Let go of me, damn it! You have to calm down, Gantz. What's with this insane strength? Gantz, stop this madness. Well, if it isn't my favorite pals. How's it hanging? We're getting a lot of stuff popping up, but like, it's well out of my way. I don't really think this is the time, Lecter. How can one man be so suspicious? I'm almost impressed. This guy's quite the character, an acquaintance of yours? Sorta? Not like we know squat about him, though. Whoa, hold the phone. A 5 of a kind versus a straight flush. What the hell even happened here? It was a real nail biter, Randy. I was on the verge of losing the shirt off my back. I could barely keep up with this. At least we were able to neutralize the threat before anyone was hurt. Let go of me, damn it! Let me go! I can't lose. I can't lose. Oh no, he's crying like a little girl. Who's had her candy stolen. Or a little boy, for that matter. After further protests and shouting, Gantz became overwhelmingly exhausted and passed out. Due to his condition, the special support section decided to carry him to his hotel room. Oh goddess, how could such a thing have happened? He may not be the hardest worker, but he was always a kind man. There's not a soul in Mainz who dislikes him. Mayor Bixen, I don't know what to say. For a nice guy, he sure was pretty violent for a sec there. Hell, I wasn't expecting it to take both me and Lloyd to hold him down. Yeah, I couldn't believe how ridiculously strong he was. Listen guys, this is just the old reporter's intuition talking, but you think the guy could have been on some kind of drug? You know, the real serious kind? Pardon me? Drugs? Are you serious? Judging by their sides, I think Lloyd and Tio seem to agree with me. Agree is a strong word. I don't want to say anything without proof, but it's not outside the realm of possibility. That's preposterous. Gantz on drugs? I refuse to believe it. He's just an ordinary down-to-earth miner. There's no way he'd ever use such. Sorry, sir, but hasn't it been almost half a month since he arrived in Crossville City? Keep in mind that he earned quite a bit of Mira during his stay, too. Can you say for certain that he couldn't have taken advantage of that wealth? I will stand for this slander. You mentioned that you're a Crossville Times journalist, correct? Know that if you write some libel piece based on pure speculation, I'll lead Mainz and its people in protest. Whoa, cool your heels. I wasn't planning on writing an article on this anyway. Would you do us a favor, Mayor Bixen? I'd like to go through Gantz's personal belongings if that's alright with you. You too? I don't intend to imply anything, sir, but there are too many coincidences piling up here. The sudden violence, that inhuman strength, the complete change in personality. All of these aspects are eerily similar to past cases. And in Gantz's case, we also saw an absurd development in his gambling skills. Not because he took some stimulants to boost his perception or whatever. Or something. That explains that freakish intuition of his. If his perception was cranked up to inhuman levels, he'd have no trouble reading people. It's entirely possible. I can only speculate that if I were to gamble, I'd have an unfair advantage over others as well. Tio. Sorry, Tio. You know I didn't mean it like that. I'm aware. Do not worry. Mayor Bixen, I understand you wish to keep Mr. Gantz's reputation intact. However, please envision the scenario where he is in fact consuming drugs. If the situation remained unhandled, it could pose a threat to himself and others. That may be, but I could think of a bunch of possible side effects that might crop up. Same here, and that's exactly what we need to be scared of. Very well, I fear I may not have thought things through well enough. Go ahead, Lloyd. Thank you, sir. This is what I was afraid of. Blue pills! Oh, fuck. Pills. Goddess, no. So it really had some after all. Pretty shade of blue, but what the heck is it? We can't rule out the possibility that it's a harmless medicine yet. Maybe it has some kind of chronic disease we don't know about. Did he ever mention anything like that, sir? Not that I'm aware of, no. I cannot say for sure, though. Interesting. Would you mind if we hung on to these pills for now? Please do. But listen, I beg you, do not spread this around for Gantz's sake. Of course, sir. We'll make sure to take his reputation into consideration. Also, could we leave him with you? Yes, take care of him. I'll try to speak with him once he wakes up. Thanks, we appreciate it. Now I have suspicions of an illegal drug circulating through Crossbelt. Definitely didn't see that one coming. Really? I would have thought the Mafia was big into the drug trade. On the contrary, actually, illegal drugs hardly ever show up in Crossbelt. Drugs are messy business, you know. One misstep and they'll spread to neighboring countries like the plague. I've heard the First Division monitors them closely thanks to pressure from Erebonia and Calvin. So I guess Rivash is smart enough to read the room on that one. Oh, I had no idea. Yeah, they made sure to cover that back at the police academy. Still something about these pills. I've never seen pills like this before. The color certainly is pretty, but... Yeah, they're pretty, sure, but they're also suspicious as hell. Theo, do you recognize them? No, I'm sorry. I think it was just my imagination. More importantly, what do you plan to do with the pills, Lloyd? Good question. I'm thinking this case is too much for us to handle alone. For now, let's go talk with the chief. Yes, he may know what to do. While we're at it, we should give our report on the Heioi raid. We got mafias going to war with each other, and maybe some illegal drugs too. Legal drugs now too. Ugh, I get the feeling that things are about to get pretty busy around here. You can bet on it. You know, it's only been about 4 months since we first met, but you guys have grown a lot since then. It really brings a tear to my eye. Grace? Where's all this coming from? Flattery won't get you any more information from us. No, I'm serious. I've got some pretty high hopes for you guys now. Almost as high as the ones I had for your brother, Lloyd. Speaking of Guy, I never got a straight answer out of you. Grace, did you know my brother? Oh yeah, back when I was still a newbie at the CNS. He helped me out more times than I can count. Sometimes I think that even though he's not with us anymore, and his case has gone cold, at least there was a team built on the CPD to carry on as well. What? What do you mean, Grace? Oopsie. Sergey might get angry at me if I say too much. Anyway, I've got an event to cover, so I'm going to have to head out. So the SSS being a thing is because of Guy. Okay. Oh, and I won't write any articles about the drug stuff. That's tempting as it is. Bye-bye, everyone. Where did she get off dangling info like that in front of us and then just walking away? Another addition to the pile of things we have to think about. So it seems. Are you concerned about what she told us, Lloyd? Oh, well. Even if it does have to do with Guy, I don't really have time to think about it right now. The Heioi raid, Rivash's current situation, and now these blue pills. We have a lot on our plate. For now, let's put aside what Grace told us and ask the chief how we should proceed. Understood. Hopefully he has some ideas for us. Alrighty, then, let's head on home. I'm gonna be right back. And we're back. All right. It wants us to check the 3 again. This one's easy to see if we have to actually talk to them again or not by simply going to Risha. You know, I do seem to remember him disappearing for a while after the festival ended. It's not possible something may have happened then. I think so too, though he hasn't said a word about it to us. Preparing the cause, we engaged some trust for training, and so improve. No, I haven't said a word about it. Okay, so I think this is just same conversation, so we can just head back to the SSS. You guys are back pretty late. Interrogating Heiwei really take you that long? No, actually, we may have just stumbled into another case. We'll give you the details along with what we found out about the Heiwei. Chief? Sorry, was it too convoluted after all? No, that's not it. It's just a series of events. I'm sorry to think that it might all be connected. You do? Seriously? What makes you think that? I know a lot has gone down the last day or two, but I want you to try to connect the dots. Especially you, Lloyd. We're really going to need those detective skills of yours here. Sure, leave it to me. Today we were able to discover roughly 2 pieces of key evidence. The information we heard from Cal about the raid on Heiwei, the intel we exchanged with Grace about the current state of Rivash, and everything we learned about Gantz, the mine of remains. There has to be something that ties the 3 things together, right? I think I'm starting to see what you're saying here. For now, let's sort through what we know. Assailant's physical ability. A haphazard chain of command, and this has to be it. You think these factors overlap? They're definitely suspicious, that's for sure. I think so. Ellie, if we take a closer look, we could see certain things like in the cases. The boosted strength displayed by the mafiosos who raided Heiwei, Gantz and the spontaneous gambling skills. They may seem independent of each other, but they both deal with the sudden enhancement of their abilities. Now suppose we say that the connecting factor in all of this are these blue pills. The Mafia must have started involving themselves with these illegal drugs in some way. Not just the South Republic either. Rivash's henchmen must be using the drugs themselves. Is that the general idea, Lloyd? Yeah, more or less. But in the end, it's just another theory. However, that would certainly explain a lot. In that case, maybe the reason Garcia's authority over Rivash has started to wane is all thanks to their grunts taking this drug. Once they're all juiced up, they don't need to listen to him anymore. Things are starting to make a lot of sense. Nice to put everyone. By the way, remember the rumors Ian told us about yesterday? Of course, the trade in that stockbroker. Could those two be under the pill's influence as well? We could say, at this point, that's nothing more than pure speculation. However, things are beginning to come together piece by piece. You feel the same way, don't you? Yes. But if I'm being honest, I don't think the sports section will be able to handle a case of this size. We might even need to call in the first division for support, given that the incidents revolve around the distribution of illegal drugs. Funny you should say that, Lloyd. Your timing couldn't be better. Uh-huh. Oh, I found you. What's wrong, Kia? Are you getting hungry? Nope, not yet. We have a visitor. He's a super grumpy old man. His forehead's all wrinkly. Grumpy? Pardon me. Oh. Detective Dudley. You're late. Apologies, Sergey. Investigation meeting ran a bit long. This is about the same thing we discussed earlier. Do you mind if we go ahead and begin? Sounds good to me. Before we get started, I'll need you to fill them into. No. None of the time for your jokes, Sergey. This isn't something rookies should know about, and actually, I think the information they found will end up being pretty useful to you in your investigation. In fact, involving them will save you some time in the long run. Are you out of your mind? Then again, I did leave the Heiwei investigation to the special sports section. Maybe I can fill them in, just no, it's simply not. Chief, if this is a bad time, we can sip out for now. That won't be necessary. They don't call Dudley the ace of the first division for nothing after all. Sure, he realizes what he needs in a situation like this. And then he's just like, no, I don't wanna. Great news! My credit on one of my cards is gonna double. Fine. Listen up. The information I'm about to disclose is strictly confidential. It does not leave this room, otherwise there will be consequences. Got it? Yeah, that won't be a problem. Ooh, is it a secret? I love secrets. Tell me too. Well, I'll make a snack here. Why don't you go eat it with Zeit? The first division is being pressured. Well, it's not quite as simple as that, Bannings. After the raid on Heiwei, we received orders to devote all our resources to quell any disputes between the mafias. Because of that, we had to end our investigation on a mysterious drug we've been looking into recently. Really? The first division was investigating the blue pills too. We only started looking into them a few days ago. Frankly, I'm surprised you even know about them at all. How exactly did the first division find out about the drugs in the first place? We were tipped off about them by a long-time informant of ours. She's been a pretty reliable source, so we started gathering more info based on her tip. We weren't able to find anything more concrete than rumors and urban legends. I mean, a miracle pill that can grant wishes and bestow happiness? Certainly sounds like fiction to me. However, it was apparent that something shady was going on, so we were compiling a list of citizens that seemed to be connected, and... What are those looks for? It's almost like you expected everything I just said. Seems like our little theories earlier were spot on. Show him, Lloyd. Yes, sir. Take a look at this, detective. What? Are these what I think they are? We found them on a certain individual during our investigation today. We were allowed to keep them on the condition that we protect our identity. Damn it all, so it is real. You're saying that it's possible that Revash is the distributor. Dudley about the order to stop the drug investigation. Any idea who made the call? It has to have been someone high up. Our chief didn't agree with the decision, but he enforced it regardless. What a mess. Hold on a moment. Does that mean someone high on the CPD's chain of command gave in to the Mafia's demands? That's unbelievable. Come on, how low can you go? The situation appears quite grave. Hey Dudley, it's clear that you came to me because you don't trust the top brass at HQ. So what is it you're planning to do? To be honest, there's nothing those of us in the first can even do about the drug investigation now. If any of us were to take action, our bosses would do whatever they could to interfere. But as a member of the police, I just can't let this go. Detective Dudley. Well, there's an easy solution for that. Leave the investigation to the special sports section. Lloyd, Ellie, Randy, Teo, listen up guys. From here on out, the SSS will be unofficially collaborating with the First Division. Since their hands are tied, you four will take over the drug investigation for them. Yes sir. Understood. And in return, we'll get every last bit of intel the First Division has about Revash. Sound fair? Renegade, what are you? Every bit of intel. You know there are some classified files that I just can't share no matter what. Every last scrap. Take it or leave it, Dudley. Hey! Let's go! You're stuck in a deadlock and you know it. We're going to keep doing what we want regardless. But you don't really have any options here. It's like, so we're going to keep going. But you're fucked. Damn, Sergey, let's go! I love this man. Damn. Fine, I accept your conditions. Glad we could come to an agreement. Well, well, so now we're the ones taking cases away from the First Division, huh? I can already feel a sense of superiority welling up inside of me. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. I'm not even gonna clip that. That's funny, but like I don't have the clip button on the page of the stream deck I have open, so I can't clip it. Player. Yikes. Comment retracted. I suppose I really don't have any other options. Alright, I've turned the drug investigation over to you now. How do you actually plan to proceed? About that, we already have the drug itself in our hands. The next logical step is to figure out what exactly it's made of. Not a bad start, but how will you go about doing that? Based on what we know, we can assume this is an entirely new type of drug. It will likely be too much for the forensics tools at HQ to handle. That and there's the risk of being noticed by the higher-ups. Ah, that's a shame. In that case, we might be able to ask the medical college for help. I see, you're right. We do know someone there we can talk to. The medical college, you mean St. Ursula? Right, we know a doctor there who specializes in pharmaceutical research, actually. I've heard he's one of the best in his field, so there's a good chance he'll be able to figure out the drug composition. Well, alright then. That might just be our best option given the circumstances. Dudley, can we get you to compile the First Division's intel and send the report to us by the end of the day? I want them to decide how to approach the investigation for themselves. Understood, I'll send it over as soon as I can. Well then I should go. Thank you for your cooperation, Sergei. Likewise. Oh, and are you gonna thank them too? Listen well, you four. If you do anything stupid, this entire situation will nosedive, understand? Your task is looking into these drugs, and only that. Dealing with the mafias is the First Division's responsibility. Stay close to the ground, behave, and most importantly, don't get in our way. That was a thank you? Sheesh, is it really that hard to say thanks for doing my work for me? Perhaps under that tremendous scowl of his, he was simply shy at heart. Maybe so. Also, it seems he has a stronger sense of justice than I first thought. Yeah, I think we can trust him. Most of the First Division's just like him, diligent as all hell and driven by that same strong sense of justice. Though by the same token, a lot of them are extremely by the book, makes them inflexible and obstinate. So you going ahead to St. Ursula right away? Yeah, that's the plan. But I'd like to carry some support requests too if time permits. That's right, we didn't have the chance to go outside the city all morning. Guess things are about to get busy. Probably best we tackle things one at a time. Glad to see you guys are up for the challenge. Now, I know we're cooperating with the First Division, but don't get too worked up over that. Just do things as you usually do. Show me you're capable of cracking the mystery behind these drugs. My voice just cracked. Hey. Yes, sir. So, my voice just cracked. It's cracking, actually. So, I'm gonna end off here, regardless of my intent to just stream all afternoon. Apparently I cannot, so I'm gonna end the stream off here today. I will be back Monday. We're likely to finish this game either Monday or Tuesday. So I'll be back on Monday with more, because today's Friday. And I'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.